I had put a video yesterday talking on the salary structure within Accenture and what you will be getting after 2 years. So what your salary will be, and it was so well received, and a lot of you requested me to make other such videos covering other such organizations. It was not a plan previously, but due to your requests, I have decided to start this series wherein I will be covering the salary structure of different organizations and how much you will be getting when you join in as a fresher, and how much you'll be getting after say 1 year or 2 years down the line in that organization. For the time being, I'm starting off with a few selected organizations which are very popular, and mostly freshers are hired by those organizations. I have already covered about Capgemini and their salary structure and their salary hike and all of these in my previous videos. If you have not watched those videos, then do go and watch the all about Capgemini series. You will definitely find them very useful. Apart from this, if there are other organizations which are not really the most common ones, but you want me to cover them up, their salary structure and their how much they give after 1 or 2 years, that you want that information, then you need to write the names down in the comment section. So don't forget to mention the names of the organizations that you want me to cover in this series that we are starting here today. And in today's session, I'll be covering one such organization which is one of the most common organization amongst freshers. A lot of us join in that organization each year. We have gathered here today to discuss about the salary structure that is followed in Infosys. So yeah, Infosys is also one of the very common organizations that freshers go to and start their career from. So I thought of making this video on how much Infosys gives when you're starting your journey, and how it increases, or what is given, what is not given, how much is given, and when it is given. Definitely I would like to include each and every bit of it in this video. Do watch the video to the end to know for yourself how this Infosys salary cycle goes and what you can expect. And if you have not yet subscribed our channel, guys, please send me some motivation by subscribing to the channel, and also hit the bell icon so that you do not miss another video. Let's get started. Infosys actually hires its employees at a salary structure or salary slab of 3.25, and for the role of SE, that is system engineer. So this is the most common role for which Infosys hires. So when you have joined Infosys, this journey is divided into two parts. The first is the training that Infosys gives to its employees, and second is your journey post the training. That is when you have joined in the organization and now you are working, or maybe even on bench you are waiting for a project to take you in. In both of these scenarios, the salary given to the employees are different. That's why I'm discussing it here separately. First, when you will be joining Infosys, you will be receiving, or your in-hand salary will be somewhere around 20K. So if you see the structure previously, or if you ask your friends who have joined pre-pandemic, they had their training in the Mysore campus, which is very famous. Infosys Mysore campus is one of the most famous training centers because of the lavish infrastructure that Infosys provides to its freshers. But it also deducts around 3.5 to 4K from your salary to give you this infrastructure. And now, since the COVID-19 pandemic has started, and the offices or any of these training centers or anything, these have not started properly. Infosys is now giving training online, so it is not deducting those 3.5 or 4K that was previously being deducted. So previously, when a person was, or when a fresher was entering into the organization, they used to get a salary of 16K in hand, that's it. But right now you will be receiving the salary of entire 20K when you are receiving your training. Now this training, you need to take this training seriously, because Infosys is very particular about it, and there are separate examinations that Infosys has. Every organization has different exams so that they know where or how much the employees or the freshers are actually learning. And also in Infosys, the number of marks, or the percentage of marks you have scored in all of these assessments will be average, and your total and your average percentage will be taken into consideration, and then your salary will get affected based on your results, or based on the fact that how you performed in this or during this training period. So if you are someone who has got the average percentage of above 90% in the assessment, in the during the training, and in the training assessment after the training was conducted, then your salary will increase from 24 to 26K. Now there's no strong figures, but yes, it will definitely be higher than 24K, and somewhere in between 24 to 26K. Next come the people who have scored greater than 80%. Now anyone or all of those who have scored a percentage greater than 80%, your salary will be somewhere around 23 to 24K. So your salary will also get increased, but it will be somewhere around 23 to 24k. And next comes the people who have scored, below 80%, around 70%, 60%, or people who have actually received a reassessment or any such thing has happened to them. Those will get a salary increment in between 22 to 23k. So anyhow, whichever batch you belong to, your salary will be increased. It can be in the range of 22 to 23k, it can be in the range of 23 to 24k, or it can also be in the range of 24 to 26k, depending upon your performance in the 3 months of training program. After you have received your training and now you are out of your training, you are put on bench. Now you will be called from different projects and you will be given and you will be selected by any of them. The roles can be different. They can be support, they can be development roles, there can be support roles, there can be operation roles. It completely depends on the business requirements that exist during that time when your batch was released from their training. So after that you will be put into a project definitely, and then you start working on a real project. Post this, you will complete your 1 year, and after 1 year there will be an annual increment. Now this also fluctuates a bit. It can be after 1 year, or it can also be after 1.3 or 1.6 years. Now this really varies in Infosys, that is what I have heard. So anyhow, whatever be the case, you will definitely get a hike, and now your salary will reach to a minimum of 27 to 28k. Now I have already said that during the trainings you will be divided into 22, 23 or 24 to 26k, whatever you will be getting. So this figure of 27 to 28k is the minimum value. If you belong to someone who had scored 90% and your salary is already 25k or 24k or something like that, then your increment will be as according to that. But the minimum that you can expect to get is in between 27 to 28k. So anyone who is, say for example, you are a person belonging to this 22k range, okay, you are a person who has scored less than 80% or less than 70%, you belong to this lot, then your salary will be definitely increased from 22k to 27 or 28k. Also during this period your bond will be waived off. You would have successfully completed your bond, because Infosys has a bond agreement of just 1 year. So your bond period will also be completed. So now you are free. You can, if you are getting a new opportunity somewhere else, you can try and get hold of it. Or if you are happily working here and you want to continue here for some time longer, you can also continue in the same organization. So if you are someone who's still continuing in Infosys, then your salary after 1 year, that is after 2 years, okay, your salary will again be raised from 7 to 28k to 30 to 31k. So yeah, the salary hikes that you get in Infosys is not so great, not so much. You can expect anywhere between 5 to 7% of salary hike, and this is also dependent on the manager rating and your performance and everything. So you can expect your salary after 2 years in working in Infosys, you can expect your salary to become somewhere around 30 to 31k. So if you see, when you had joined in as a fresher, now these days you are getting a total of 20k, and after working for 2 years you will be reaching till 30k or maybe maximum 31k. So that is how much Infosys gives you, and that is how much you will get if you are working in Infosys for 2 years straight. Now my personal view is, yes, this is lesser than Accenture, but this is the actual picture, and this is in similar terms with what the other organizations also offer. So yeah, Infosys might not be very great in the hike basis, but Infosys do have good projects, and Infosys is an Indian brand. So if you're someone who really wants to work in an Indian brand, you can definitely go in for Infosys. Apart from this, so this is the basic pay that I have discussed. This is something that is coming straight from your CTC, or from no compensation, no concession has been added. Now again, as I had said for Accenture, Infosys also gives shift allowances. Okay, so here also there are shift allowances for morning shift, day shift and night shift. So this is something that comes extra, and that is not included, that has not been included. What the figures that I had shared previously completely comes from the CTC that you were taken in into, and these shift allowances are project to project basis. So it might be that your project is not giving you this allowance, and it might be that some other project is giving. So it's completely project dependent, client dependent, manager and HR dependent, and a lot of other factors are there. But there are different allowances if you are someone who's working in the rotational shift cycle. Apart from this, Infosys also gives you annual bonus and variable pay. So for whatever is the variable pay, you need to read it. For my case, when I was hired in Capgemini, my variable pay was 0. So whatever was the CTC, entirely it was included in the fixed pay, and there was 0 variable pay. So whenever this bonus cycle came in, I used to get no bonus. So yeah, that is how sad my story was. So what I would like to really suggest you here is that you go and you search, you read your offer letter, your letter of agreement, LOI, whatever you have, wherein the salary is given properly. Just go and read if you have some money or some amount assigned to the variable pay or not. Because if not, if you don't have something assigned to the variable pay, then you won't be receiving a bonus like me. And if you are one of the lucky ones, then you will definitely receive some amount as a bonus as well. That's all that I had for all of you in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed and you got a clarity of how or what you will be earning and how much, and now you can actually decide on how much you need to spend so that you can save something or stuff like that. If you liked today's session, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe. If you have any other doubts, comments, suggestions, you can put them down in the comments section. Also, I have requested this previously. If you want me to cover any particular organization in this series, then you can also write the names of those organizations. I will definitely have a look, and I will definitely try bringing up a video for those as well. That was CareerQ. I'll meet you again tomorrow with another video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.